She makes like video content of old games like
I'm sorry,
Juggernaut.
baby.
If you're gonna have these conversations, can you please let me know?
I'm sorry.
They're being insanely loud.
I am. I'm sorry. I was too loud, guys.
I gotta feel in trouble.
I'm sorry. My wife wants to go to sleep. I'm sorry, guys.
How was the day off? Well, let's talk about that. So yesterday was my day off, and it was my only day off of the week. Therefore, it meant that I had to crush a whole bunch of stuff into the one day off that I had. We were supposed to get bad thunderstorms. Now, for the record, I live in the Pacific Northwest of the United States. We almost never get thunderstorms. It's insanely rare. We get rain, but usually the rain we get is, mild to medium rain. We get a lot of it, but it's not ever heavy. We don't get thunder or lightning or a lot of heavy winds. We just don't. So when they said, oh my God, we're going to have thunderstorms, like, oh crap, well, there was some other stuff that I was planning on doing, but I said, well, because we're going to get these thunderstorms, we won't do it then. We'll have to hold off to do these other things, right? Guess what we didn't get yesterday? Any thunderstorms. They said there was an 86% chance of heavy thunderstorms. We received zero thunder, zero lightning, zero wind. There was a tiny bit of rain that passed within like 5 to 10 minutes. It was like a quick downpour and it was gone. And that was it. So I planned my day around what they said was going to happen, and it was a complete waste. The good news is my wife and I did get to relax a lot. We watched, what did we watch yesterday? Geez. We watched a zoo walkthrough where someone went to a zoo, and it was like a first-person walkthrough, so you get to see a lot of cool animals in HD. We watched a few food vlogs, people who are considered like food tourists who go through like Europe and try different kinds of foods from like different countries. What else did we do? We did quite a few things. We listened to some music, some relaxing music, which was nice, like jazz music. Of course, we hung out and played with Jasper Kitty. And we had some Mexican food for dinner. I had a giant chicken fajita burrito. It's not the burrito you pick up and eat like this. It's the one you have to fork and knife it because it's like smothered in sauce and stuff, but no cheese. But it was good. It was beans, rice, a whole bunch of chicken, seasonings, a bunch of veggies, which was really good. So it was pretty darn good. So we had a pretty decent day. It was all right. It could have been better because we had plans to do more that we canceled for no reason because the weather they claimed was going to happen never happened, right? Huh? People person, I'm sure I probably saw that. He says, did you see the Weatherman episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm? The Weatherman calls for rain on a sunny day so he can purposefully get the golf course to himself. Yeah, I'm sure I saw. I saw most of the series. I didn't see the final season, but I saw everything up to the final season. Oh no, not him again says, do you ever watch travel vlogs like Adam, the Woo, or the Carpetbagger? Number one, I don't know who they are. And number two, I would never tell you the YouTube channels that I watch. Because just the fact that I would bring it up and say, oh, I watch this channel, people would go harass the channel. As dumb as that sounds, that's how insanely fucking stupid my detractors and obsessed losers are. They actually go and harass people simply because DSP has watched a video. So I would never tell you what I watch. Well, that's the thing. Pick your favorite dumb question, says Joseph. I can't remember off the top of my head the dumb questions. You know what I mean? I'm not someone who like sat here and archived them, and I get so many thrown at me on a daily basis. It's hard to really remember. For me, even worse than dumb questions is just the dumb conspiracies, the insane conspiracy theories that people come up with about stuff that just have absolutely no basis in reality, but they make it up to try to either have content on the internet that's clickbait shit, or because they want to feel so bad or so good about themselves by trying to act like things for me are bad when they're not. Like my wife and I have a really good relationship. We really do. Like behind the scenes, we absolutely love our life together, and we can't wait for it to get better. Like we've been this year doing some big improvements, redoing the house, cleaning stuff out, building a nice new room that we have that we can spend time in. We're going to get an exercise machine. Like all this stuff is awesome stuff we're doing in our private life. That's excellent stuff that we're improving. And then these idiots actually make shit up like, oh, your life is horrible and you hate your wife, or your wife hates you, she's leaving you. Where are you talking about, and where are you even getting anything like that at all? Like, there's no inkling of that whatsoever. Because number one, I don't share any private shit. So if ever there was anything going on in my private life, you would never know, and neither should you. That's something that's that no content creator, I feel, should be sharing publicly with the internet. That's private stuff between you and your significant other. Like, why would anyone need to know about that? And we've been together many years now and absolutely love our life. Like, actually, my life has been much better ever since I met her, and just keeps getting better over time as things get less stressful for us because things are going well. Things are getting better. So if ever there was going to be stress, it would have immediately been that it would have been back when things were at their worst, right? When things are falling apart. I didn't know if I was going to be able to pay the bills. I didn't know if I was going to lose my house, right? That was probably the most stressful time of our life. That was many years ago. Things are so much better now. Why would things be falling apart now? It doesn't even make sense. She met me and was with me through the toughest times. We've already gotten through them. So now we're at the part where we earned this light at the end of the tunnel moment that we're at. Things are good now. You see? Oh, I'm well aware of that too. V. Souza says, your detractors were absolutely convinced that Lumix was your editor. For those who don't know, Lumix is a Wings of Redemption detractor who makes a bunch of videos about Wings every day. However, he's been in the ICU for 2 weeks, and you just released your Steam vid, another Dunn's conspiracy theory, to the garbage bin. Yeah, they were, again, they out of nowhere make shit up. Like, on what reason would you think that Lumix is my editor? What evidence do you have? Nothing. Like, literally, oh, we just guessed that probably he's your editor. Oh, okay. For what reason? Oh, just because we want to have something to post about and have content on. Do you have any evidence? Do you have any actual rational thought? Or is it all just you're making shit up so you can talk about nonsense and act like it's facts so you have fake content to make? Oh, okay. And by the way, I wish Lumix the best. I hope that he has a speedy recovery. That's awful. He was in a terrible automobile accident, I believe, and like had half of his body was smashed. So he has like months of rehabilitation to go through before he'll be back on his feet. I mean, I don't wish that upon anyone. That is terrible. And I hope that he recovers.